we all are.
Oh, there's Joan.
Yeah, our call for like thousands always runs over. But here we are. What's going on, people? Can you hear me? Again? Great. Who else was on that call? You, her. That's why a lot of people are late to this, is because they were just on that. All right. So here's the thing. We were going to make this call super short because, again, it is launch day and I don't want to take up like hours of your time when you could be talking to other people and not looking at me. So I do want to talk for a second, though, about the fact that if you didn't watch the National Wake Up Call today, go ahead and watch it. But the very most important part of that call was when Autumn started talking about the fact that, yes, today is launch day, but today is not the end of launch day. In fact, we don't even launch to customers until the 21st. And most of us aren't even starting our program till January. And then we've got 9 weeks of that, right? And then that's when everybody's results start rolling in. So you still want to be promoting it and talking about it because you're going to have everybody's results, right? So I don't want you guys to go, oh, shucks, I missed the Snoop group. I didn't invite enough people to it. I didn't get to where I needed to be with that. I want you to stop that thought process and start thinking about where you can be and how hard you can work each day from now out, because you have 18 weeks for this launch. Not today, not a week, not December. You have 18 weeks. And if you've been working really, really hard, congratulations, because that means I want you to keep that up for the next 18 weeks. Where could you be if you did that? Where could you be? You know, like Meg and I were just looking at the volume today in the business and we were like, oh my God. I was smart enough. I was a little smart cookie last night at 7 p.m. I went and I looked at the team volume and I was like, I'm going to just take a screenshot of this so I can know where we were at pre-launch, right? Just so I can see. And already, and I haven't checked it in 4 hours? Haven't checked it in 4 hours, but at, I think it was like 4:30 the last time I checked it, we had put 20,000 volume points into our team alone. 20,000 points in volume. You guys, that is huge. That is huge. And when you think to yourself, you know, I get to help these people, right? I get to help them get started with this awesome program. It's going to help me too. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to stay accountable. We're going to do this together. It's going to rock. It's going to be so amazing. What you aren't even realizing is that by helping your coaches go active, helping your coaches sign new people, helping your coaches sign other people and helping them also helps every single person on this team earn more income and earn more money. And I know some people are like, I'm not in it for the money. I call bullshit. I want you to rewind and figure out what exactly it is that you do want and then tell me money doesn't help you get there. Right? Whether it's quitting your job, whether it's taking your kids somewhere, whether it's getting out of debt, whether it's helping another human, I want you to look at that and ask yourself if at the end of the day it doesn't take money, because it does. And that's what you're doing when you work your business. You are earning more income for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for the people that you just signed up, and for this entire team. You are helping them. When I see that volume go up, like it literally gives me chills. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. And it's Monday. Like it's not even Wednesday, you guys. It's Monday. And we are 3,000 points away from our highest volume that we have ever done, ever, as a team. And it's Monday and the week ends on Wednesday at midnight. So we have a lot more time to grow, right? A lot more time to grow. So I don't want you to slow down. I want you to realize what you are sitting on. You are sitting on the potential to help somebody else feel better. You are sitting on the potential for somebody else to no longer feel miserable when they're waking up in the morning. You have the potential to help somebody else see their confidence, have value, like themselves again, have energy to play with their kids, like show up better in their life, pay down their debt that is sucking their will to live and feels like an elephant on their chest every time they wake up in the morning. You guys, I remember when I used to go through a grocery store checkout and I would have to quickly check my phone first to make sure that I had enough funds on my card. I remember going through a grocery store line one time and not having enough money and running my card and then denying it and how embarrassed I was. This business made that go away. I remember showing up to the vet and being told that George had something wrong with him and being worried that I wasn't going to be able to pay for it with my card. And now When he had surgery, I didn't have to think twice about going and getting him the surgery that he needed. That is what money offers you. I remember when Ryan and I would fight about a Christmas tree every single fucking year. Every single year. It's an expense we didn't need. We didn't have any ornaments to put on it anyways. Every time we put the lights on, they're freaking dead. They don't work. You have to go out and buy another light. Oh, you bought the wrong lights. Go buy more lights. And then I'd be like, let's go out to dinner. And then he'd be like, we don't need fucking money to go out to dinner. Like, it was an argument every time. I'd be like, I want this tree. He's like, we're getting this tree. Like, and I remember what it felt like when I rolled up and picked out the like 10-foot Fraser fir that I wanted to and threw it on top of my roof without a second thought and drove to the restaurant and had dinner without a fight or an argument and had people over and provided them with alcohol and played a game and had fun. I remember those things because that is what this business gives to you. That is what this business does. It gives you your freedom. It gives you your life. And right now, I can't even tell you what's going to happen. You were there. I can't even tell you what's going to happen when you take advantage of 9-week control freak. You guys, if you weren't here for 80-day obsession, this is going to be even bigger. It's going to be even bigger. And I can tell you why it's going to be bigger. And I know it's going to be bigger because now I'm getting chills. It's going to be bigger because of where we are at as a country, as human beings currently. We need this. We fucking need this, right? Everybody needs to feel better. Everybody needs to feel more connected. I cannot tell you where I would be or how I would feel or what I would be doing if I didn't have this during this time. I have no idea what would have happened to me. Having this, having you guys, having, 7 a.m. crew, having these calls, having virtual like happy hours, having, group chats, having things to focus on, having a business to lean in that I could feel like I could control at least these little pieces of my life and that they gave me life and positivity. It's freaking everything. It's everything. It's everything. It's everything. This is what you guys are offering other people. You are offering them the ability to have everything they need to have a good, healthy, happy, long life. Everything. When you start thinking about, I don't want to reach out because I'm worried that they're going to be worried about spending money, yada, yada, yada. I want you to ask yourself what this business has done for you. I want you to ask yourself if you've ever made a penny from this business, because if you have, that means you can make more and you can teach somebody else too, right? So if they're struggling with money, why are you not telling them that they should do this and it's the best thing that they could ever possibly do for themselves? Because for me, it is. I'll share a little something with you. I know I'm not supposed to share like income claims and blah 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 blah. But this week alone, already I'm making over $2,000 in cycle bonus alone. Alone. That's not my commissions. That's not anything else. That is just my cycle bonus. That's not my matching bonus. Meg was like, "Oh, you're gonna make a pretty penny off of me because I'm making this for my cycle bonus." I was like, "Bring on the matching bonuses, guys!" But like, seriously, and that's just Monday. Who knows what happens on Wednesday, right? This business gives you life. And some of you guys are treating it like it's taking your life away. And I need you to stop. I need you to stop and recognize what's in front of you. I need you to stop and go, if I just focus here consistently for this long, just for this long, where can I be? What can this do for me? Because it's huge. And every time you see somebody else in this business doing something else that you want, having something else that you want, it's because it's that little gut check in you. It's the universe sending you that sign going, put the action in. It's there for you. You can have that too. That envy is a source of you not taking action towards what you're supposed to be doing. Because it's for you. Nobody out there is better than you. Believe me, I'm friends with top coaches. Like, they are not special. I will tell you that. They all are just like us. They all have their issues, their family issues. They all are, all over the place. They don't have their shit together. They just worked harder for a little bit longer consistently, not giving themselves the excuse of, well, I'd rather be doing this right now. I remember Melanie Mitro saying, you know what? Every time I sat down to watch TV at night and I wasn't actually doing something for my business at the same time, I started asking myself, a year from now, am I going to be happy that I sat here watching Netflix for an hour, or am I going to be happier that I built my business? And it doesn't mean that you never have downtime. It doesn't mean that you never have self-care. It doesn't mean that you never sleep. It doesn't mean that you never just unplug. In fact, I want you to, but I want you to do it really, really intentionally and spend quality time with people instead of shitty time with people. And when you do that, you'll feel good. When we feel overwhelmed, it is a sign that our actions are not meeting what we told the universe that we want. right? We're overwhelmed because we're thinking about the things that we have to do. We're overwhelmed because we're like, ugh, like I should be working, but I really don't feel like it right now. We're overwhelmed because it's like, I'd love to be a superstar diamond, but I'm just not willing to put in that work right now. We're overwhelmed because we're like, oh, I thought I would have 7 figures right now, but like instead I'm just going to think about it and I'm going to watch TV. And that overwhelm sucks. It sucks. And this is not at all what I thought I was going to talk about tonight. I thought I was just going to come on here and talk to you guys about Dynamic Control Freak. So I don't even know where this just came from. But I just want you to recognize what you have here and that right now is the time. It's the time. It's time to go in fully, 100%. And I promise you, if you do and you don't look back, you will not regret it. The next 18, 20, 30 weeks, I want you guys out there talking to people, as many people as you possibly can every single day, sharing with them your love for this, your love for each other, your excitement about this, your excitement about everything it's done for you, your gratitude about everything it has done for you, because that is all it takes to attract people to this. It doesn't take a perfect body. It doesn't take a fucking 7-figure income. It doesn't take any of that. You'll create that. You'll create that just by loving on yourself, loving on your life, and loving on the people around you. Taking that action, showing up, sharing every single day your excitement for this. I've had so many people reach out to me today and tell me that they just love my energy. I'm like, that's great. Want to do the program? like that just goes to show you guys. It's an attraction. It's an attraction thing. And when you're low and you're not showing up in your workouts and you're not eating on plan and you're not doing your work, that's pushing everybody away. You can't fake it. You can't fake that. You know, I'm a prime example. I've done it myself, you guys. I am not perfect. But you can make your life easy by doing the things to get the things, or you can make your life really hard. And at the end of the day, I think this year specifically, we've been reminded time and time again that life is really short. And it was my memory of life being really, really short when my dad died that pushed me into doing this in the first place. I do not want to be that person that's laying there at the end of my days going, I wish I had of. I don't. There's too many things that are on my mind in my visions that I dream about that I want to do that I am unwilling to give up. And so every time you start thinking that, just tell yourself that. Just start thinking that. Just start reminding yourself that you actually have the tool to get anywhere you want. You're sitting right on it. You're your only thing in your way. So remind yourself of that. And I feel like I'm preaching to the choir right now because you guys are all on here, right? We're not talking to the people who aren't on here, but we are recording this. And with that said, I do want to tell you a couple things that worked for me really well today so that you can go ahead and turn around and do them in your business. One of them is this. Every single person we're signing today is a coach, guys. Every single one of them, whether they think they're coaching or not. And so the best thing that you can do is turn around and say, dude, invite a few friends to the info group. If they want to join you, you can make some of your money back. Use this sentence. That's it. That's all they did. And the sentence was, I just joined this. We're all doing a virtual group. You should do it with me. Want to check out the info group. That's it, guys. And they sent it to people. I have 2 new coaches that signed up today that also just signed 2 new coaches, right? We make this so difficult. It doesn't have to be difficult. So that's working really well for me. And the other thing is just going in and checking up on every single person you put in this new group. Don't just pretend that they're in there and they're seeing everything. They're not. Go just voicemail. That's what I did today. I voice messaged all of them. I didn't put their name up front so I could just forward it. So I'm not spending like a ton of time like going like this, right? I just did it really quickly. I was like, oh my God, I'm so freaking excited that it dropped today. I got mine. Did you check it all out? Did you go through the units? You should do it too. Are you doing this with me? It's going to be a game changer. What are you doing? That's it. Sent that. Boom. Just got it, right? People come back because they don't even care because it's your excitement. It's not what you say. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person, but you can share your heart with somebody and your energy with somebody who is ready and somebody who's like this, but then that energy pushes them, right? Our energy is supposed to bring people along with us. We're not dragging people, but we're leading the way. We're showing them what it's doing for us, and then they're going to come with us too. So that's what I want you doing. And if you haven't started inviting to the info group yet, it is not too late. It's not too late. I just told you we have weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of this launch. Okay. So I want you to start inviting. You can go to your Facebook page and go to your friends and go down alphabetically. You can do the same with your followers on Instagram. You can reach out to friends. We've given you tons of lists of people that you can invite. You can go post and invite people who like that post. You can go be super like weird on your stories and get people to be like, why are you being so weird? And then you can go message them. Like you can do all the things. There's never a lack of people. They're all out there waiting for you. When the teacher is ready, the students appear, right? When the teacher is ready, the students appear. Your students are ready, you guys. You just have to be ready. So just go put yourself out there and they're all going to come to you. And if it helps sometimes, do a little meditation first, or say what your gratitude is, or put the post up and walk away and say, I hope this serves somebody, and walk away for a hot minute and then come back. But you got this. You all got this. Do not let this pass you by. Do not let this pass you by. That's what I'm going to leave you with. I don't want to be on here all night. We've had a long night. We've had cocktail hour. We've had 1K club. We've had this. I literally have been working in my bed since 8:30 until 5:30, and then finally took a break to eat. I was feeling dizzy. So it's been a day. We don't need to be on here forever. I'd rather have you go out there and start inviting other people whose lives that you can change. I didn't look at the chat. There's 9 things in here. Do people have questions? Okay, no questions.
I actually do have one question. It's about inviting like couples. So I have one couple who's interested in joining, and I heard Anna mention today that the track, like if there was a second track, it would be at a discount. So is that also, what about like Shakeology? Is that
Shakeology is not, but if you're signing them up as a coach, so here's the thing: if you're going to sign a couple,
yeah,
I would sign her up as the coach,
mm-hmm.
and then I would sign him up as the coach underneath her. And so, and I would do it with just Shakeology, because they'll get a discount on Shakeology that way. And then both their bags are coming in with Shakeology, and they've got that first person that's going to help them go Emerald, and she'll make a commission off of it. So she's going to sell that pack. She's going to make the commission. It's going to create volume in her business. It's going to help her go halfway to Emerald, and he's going to get his stuff. Because when you sign up as a coach, yeah, there's the $40 fee, but you also get the 25% discount immediately. So it basically works out. So it's fine that way.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then in terms of the track, yes, I believe that equipment for coaches who purchase an extra piece of equipment is 40% off.
Okay.
This month.
Yeah. Okay, great. Awesome. Thanks so much.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions? I'll always take questions from Marissa. She's kicking ass. And Molly too. Haven't you signed?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like she just signed up too. You guys are like the little like sister duo. We've got like the new Delgados on our team.
We want to build a fitness empire, so that's what we're doing right now.
I dig it. Chicks dig it. What is that's from a movie? Sorry, I quote movies a lot. Meg doesn't know movies. She tells me to get new friends. Right, Katie?
Way to just make me look like an asshole.
Right, Katie?
This is such an inside joke.
All right, I'll tell you the inside joke and then we'll get off the call because it's just funny. I surprised Meg and Katie with a trip to Bermuda for them going Premier and Elite in their businesses. And we went there. We were having a great time. Katie was pregnant, so she was dead ass sober. But Meg and I had worked our way through a couple cocktails and a bottle of tequila. And then we're also drinking cocktails at our restaurant. And I had said some movie quote, and it was probably like the 15th movie quote I had said for the day. So I'm not blaming her all the way. But Meg looked at me and she goes, "We're not going to get them. Get new friends." And I go, "Okay, fine. I'll take my new friends to Bermuda." And Katie goes, "I didn't say anything." And Meg was like, "I didn't say anything either." I was like, "This is what you said." And she goes, "No, I didn't." And Katie looks at her and she goes, "That's exactly what you said." Get new friends. Meet me. All right, guys. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. Go out there and help some people tonight and promise that you will feel better about it. Set your alarm clock. Go help people in the morning. This is like the best time ever. It's like Christmas. Go get it. Night.